Hey guys, all right. This is the expert level revised turning walkthrough. This is the way I plan to play these holes. Now that we know the wins, see how things are playing. Had a little bit of a chance to play with them a touch with the true wins. So hole one. This one you could truly use pretty much any driver you'd like. We have tailwind here, so distance is certainly not an issue. I just happen to like Thor hammer here for the combination of good trait. It's got good accuracy, good ball guide, good distance, good topspin, all of that good stuff. Although you really don't even need the topspin here with Thor. I like to take the shot about 5 right spin, 1 topspin, no overpower, just a slight bit of curl to the right. That's going to kind of keep you bouncing along those rocks. You might even hit those rocks, but it should be okay. The thing is, it's going to help prevent you from getting down into the rough with distance. Second shot, sniper shot, with about 2.5 back, 3 to 4 right. Just kind of depending exactly where you're placing that target. And just remember, 20% less wind on your adjustment. Pretty straightforward, really solid eagle chance here. Don't expect it, but there's a good chance at it. Hole 2. All right, now we've seen the wind here. I like the Thor hammer shot. I feel like I will certainly dial this in here and get it to drop at least once in one of the accounts. Full backspin, 2 right spin. Remember to add 30% to your adjustment. You are at minimum club here. I suggest a kingmaker or a better wind ball if you would like. Different ball will put you, say you use a power 1 ball, you will not be at min distance. So just keep that in mind. But you could use pretty much any ball you'd like. I just suggest kingmaker or better wind than 3. Kingmaker is kind of the minimum. Hole 3. This is going to be a power curl shot. You can use APOC or Thor. Either or will work just fine. You're going to line up about a ring from the edge of the fairway there, or the edge of the rough. Make your adjustment for a power slice. You want 4 top spin, full left spin. 4 top, full left. 3 to 4 top, I should say. If you prefer to take this with a sniper, probably go closer to the 3 range. If you want to bring a wood, bring an iron, bring your Goliath. And with 4 top spin, you should be able to get to Goliath range. The sniper shot is a bounce over the bunker. It's going to be about 3 backspin. And a touch of right is the way I like to play that if you're playing left side of the bunker there. Hole 4. I'm still an advocate of the rock wall shot here. So the best angle to get at this shot, you want to end on the left side of this second fairway. In order to do that, you're going to use about 4 topspin, 4 to 5 topspin. Heavy left, 5 bars plus, a little bit of left curl. You're going to use more curl if you're using only the 5 bars, like say you pull out a Titan ball or something with a spin 2, you're going to use a little heavier curl. If you're using a kingmaker and you can get closer to the full spin range, you can tuck that curl down a tiny bit. This will put you at a long iron to wood shot. Bounce off the wall here. 3 topspin. 3 to full left. Anywhere you like in there, just kind of depending where exactly you're aiming on that wall. You want your ball guide. Your ball guide will be aiming right of the hole. And then slightly curl it into the shot, into the right. Hole 5. We go right. Thor hammer works just fine here. Again, you could bring an Apocalypse if your Apocalypse is better than your Thor. Going to use full right spin. As much top spin as we can squeeze out of that full right spin. It's going to be 4 to 5 top spin in most cases. And curl, full curl this shot. Full curl with a Thor hammer will work just fine. That'll leave you with a fairly reasonable sniper shot here. This one plays kind of funny. I feel the wind is actually pretty true, but it affects the bounce more. So just line your shot up extra for the wind. So, you know, you're going to want to line it up just a touch short in this example, but then make a true wind adjustment, and you should be in good shape. Hole 6, Billy Goat Bluff. From the expert, I feel the sniper bounce off this lower pad is the best play. We kind of want to aim about center of that pad, a little closer to the front than middle, but definitely center in terms of left and right. Bring yourself a Kingmaker or better wind ball again. Keep in mind that we're close to max distance right there with a Kingmaker, so a power 0 wind resistance ball might not put you where you want to be. I'm pretty confident a power 1 though you would get by. It's going to be full left spin, about a bar to 2 bars backspin. Just kind of judge your headwind. If you have a little more, or judge your tailwind. If it's a little more taily, then definitely do the 2. If it's a slight more side wind, do the 1. Just about a half a ball curl to the left, and you should hopefully stay on green. It's a tough shot. It relies on so much happening, but that shot is pretty consistent. I'd say gets you on green 9 out of 10 times. Hole 7, we're going power slice shot. We aim about to the end of that fairway. I like to always leave a ring or 2 of cushion for power slice shots. If you go further than you expect because the wind's carrying more on that slice, then it's nice to have that little bit of cushion room. And if you end up short, but with a full curl here, you will still just be in that bunker or the rough. You shouldn't hit water if you made this adjustment correctly. We're looking at 3 to 4 bars of topspin, full left, full curl. If with any luck you actually can reach green with that setup, you are likely going to be at a wedge. So bring the wedge you are most comfortable making a semi-distant wedge shot. We're not talking fringe, you know, we're talking the ball is going to get up in the air. Most likely you're going to be using something like an end bringer. If you don't have a good end bringer, rapier will work, but it's really not the club of choice. This would actually be one of those strange cases you might pull out a skewer or something like that if your end bringer is not quite there yet. But typically, expert level, you're probably going to be bringing an end bringer here to this hole. I definitely would recommend it over the rapier for this green. It's a little funky. It does not quite play true to the rapier's ball guide all the time. Same with Firefly. Hole 8, we are bouncing. It's just short of halfway up this fairway. 2 backspin. And I mean, just the babyest touch of right spin. It's just literally just to counter the wind on the bounces. Make an extra 30% adjustment. Slight curl, very slight curl, like just touch the arrows. You don't want to do anything too excessive here. It will force you to roll off the side, but you do want to counter the tiny bit of side wind we do have because it's mostly tailwind, but it's not direct tailwind. And hole 9. This one, this is what we have determined to be the best line collectively as a group at the 19th hole. This one especially is one that I cannot take any credit for. I have not even actually gotten a chance to take this second shot. However, I have been playing right on the drive. Very, very similar here. I was using a QB, but it turns out that a Thor hammer at the level I have it is about ideal to get the distance you want to just get up towards the top of that fairway. So I'm going Thor hammer. Leave yourself 2 rings of cushion off the curve of that rough over there. A bit of curl. You don't need to fully curl it, but a bit of curl. Full right spin. And between 0 and 1 bar top, do not cross that 1 bar threshold. It definitely can get you into trouble. I plan on just using about a half bar pretty consistently. No overpower. Do not overpower this shot. Second shot, if played correctly, will leave you with a guardian straight to the fairway, full backspin shot, which will stop pretty darn close to the hole. If you hit everything correctly, it can drop. I've seen it happen. Mr. James Gillespie sent a nice replay of his round, and he was fortunate enough to hit the albatross. So it is definitely a doable thing. By the way, if you haven't, that's a good round to check out for some good shots as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. This one is short, sweet, and to the point. This is how I would suggest tackling your opening round, and then make your tiny tweak and adjustments from there. If you use these balls, these clubs, it should put you at a very strong chance to do well. I hope to see you all in the weekend round, and I hope you'll join me and the rest of the 19th hole streaming crew in our streams throughout the rest of the week. Have a good night.